Hey guys, we've been talking about doing a stripes tutorial for a long time now, and today is finally the day we're going to do it. So I'm going to talk you through what you need in order to put stripes on your wall. First you need a roller and a roller tray, obviously. This is more important if your room is not already one of the colors of the stripes, in which case you'd have to paint it the base color. So in this case, we're painting my bathroom. My bathroom was to be white with teal stripes, so I painted the whole bathroom white. So you need a roller and a tray. You need a paintbrush so you can cut, and this is also nice when you do the stripes. Anytime you're painting like a bathroom or a kitchen, it's also nice to use a brush with like a short handle like this one. You can see this is really helpful. I don't know if you've ever done a bathroom before, but if you need to get like behind the sink or behind the toilet, sometimes the handle of the brush hits and you get paint all over yourself. So if you can get a brush with a short handle, that's really helpful. You need some painter's tape. I have like 1 inch thick tape or 1.5 inch thick tape. It's sometimes easier if you have the thinner tape, but this works fine. You definitely want to use painter's tape and not like masking tape or duct tape. You need a pencil. You need a ruler or a tape measure, and you need the colors that you're working with. So here, this is Whisper. This is the white. I actually already painted the bathroom white, and I'll show you how I did that. But so I just have a little quart for touch-ups, and then here's a gallon of torn skirt, and this is the color that you guys actually voted for my bathroom redo. So that's what we're working on today. Probably don't need a gallon for the space I'm using. I just had a gallon, depending on the size of your room. You could probably get away with a quart if you're just doing one wall. And that's pretty much everything you need. You might want to have some paper towels on hand, obviously a drop cloth or an old blanket. I use my old college blanket as a drop cloth when painting in our house. And a good playlist, and that's all you need. So we're going to get started. Okay, so as you can see, I did my stripes already with the tape. I just want to show you something up close. I don't know if you can see it here. This is like one of the places where I had a pencil mark, and you can see it here too. So as you see, it looks like the stripes are uneven, and that's a mistake people make a lot when they're painting on the stripes. And the reason for that is it's actually the same. So you mark out 9.5 inches on this wall all the way down. So I marked it here, 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 all the way down. But when you tape it, you want to take into consideration which ones you're taping. So I wanted my first stripe to be teal. So I knew I wanted to paint on the underneath of that little mark because I wanted my paint to do the whole 9.5 inches. And then the next stripe I knew was going to stay white. So that means all the way from this edge of the tape to this edge of the tape. And that means where this line is, you put your tape above where the line is. So that this one, if that makes any sense, now this is teal, the whole 9.5 inches. So you alternate. So good way to remember is like outside, inside, outside, inside. So first stripe you go outside the lines, second stripe you go inside. outside, inside. And that way it looks like your stripes are uneven, but this is actually the exact same length from the outside edges of the tape as it is to the inside edges of the tape. So that means all of your stripes are going to be the same size, which is what you're going for. Okay, so now we're ready to start painting. Here's my paint. I'm going to use a brush first, go over where I painted, and then I'll probably roll the rest of it. All right, here we go. We're going to pull the tape off. This is my favorite part. It's always good if you pull the tape towards the color, the wet color. That really helps prevent bleeding. And if you do get a few bleeding spots, obviously you can touch that up. But if you did it right, you shouldn't really have any. All right. I like to wrap my tape around the corner like this. It's just easier when you go to pull it off also. So again, pull it towards the wet color. Don't worry, I'll touch those spots up. That's where my mirror gets hung. Oops, just got paint all over my sink. And towards. Guys, this looks really good. Okay, just a few more. Oh, see, so like there's a spot. I actually knew that was going to happen because I didn't press down the tape and I saw a bubble, but it was too late because I was already painting it. So right there, I'm going to have to touch that up a little. Another thing you'll notice, like if you see here, paint gets darker as it dries. So a lot of times people like buy the paint in those little samples that like we sell them too, but you see like in stores sometimes of paint samples and they are clear, so you buy the color that you like. But what you have to keep in mind is paint gets a lot darker as it dries, so you don't really want to go by the wet sample. You want to go by the dry sample when you pick your color. And a lot of times people with our paint will call and say it's not looking like the same color, and we always say wait until it dries. So sorry I'm shaking so much. I'm trying to do two things at once. So there it is. It still needs to be dried. The good thing about doing this in a small bathroom like this is it really like pushes the wall back. It also kind of, because I did them horizontally, it kind of makes that wall extend, so it feels like that wall is longer even though it's still the same size. So that little bathroom actually looks slightly bigger. And if you can see, I measured the wall in the beginning so that all the stripes would be perfectly the same size. So I didn't want like that one at the bottom to be like only 2 inches or something. So you want to do that in the beginning. So I'm just going to go stage it and put some nice accessories in it, and then I'll show you the before and after.